Hi everyone, my name is Rajari and that's Janice over there. And today our topic is on Discord context on the bilingualism cross-language latex activation. Introduction. Words in two languages have similar forms and meanings and are derived from the same linguistic roots, share visuals, phonological, and semantic similarities. Cognates can be useful to understand a vocabulary, but can hinder users to understand a noun if it has a different meaning when compared to another language.
In this research, there are two topics that are being touched on. One would be the discourse context. There are two different contexts, the global and the local context. The global context shares general information about the local context, and the local context would be the sentence that we were going to focus on. That's where the target word appears. The second topic is the cross-language activation. It can help us examine the dynamics of language processing in bilinguals. Factors such as phonological similarities and constraints of sentences can affect word processing.
Motivation. The aim of the study is to provide insight into the factors that influence bilinguals' cross-language interference, contributing to language model development and language education. It is unclear how Discord context affects this cross-language activation. This study seeks to address this gap in our understanding.
In terms of the methods, a total of 33 university students who were bilingual in English and Spanish participated. Independent variables included 38 English-Spanish cognate nouns and non-cognate nouns, which their length and frequency are matched to make sure to eliminate confounding effects. Here's a table from the research paper that shows how their frequency and length are measured, making sure that they're similar. Using eye tracking, the dependent variables such as skipping rates of a word, first fixation duration, gaze duration, spillover duration, which is the time before and after lexical access of the critical word, and the total reading times are measured. The design of the experiment is a within subject design. Participants were directed to read a series of paragraphs at their own pace, followed by a two-choice comprehension questions for some. A total of 76 paragraphs and 38 follow-up questions were presented. The whole experiment took 90 minutes to complete. The slide shows one of the stimuli presented to the participants. The left side would be the cognate word actor in English presented to participants, which can sound phonologically similar to the translation in Spanish.
Results. The Discord context significantly influences bilinguals' cross-language latex activation. When the preceding sentence was in the native language, participants were faster and more accurate in identifying words in the target language. However, when the preceding sentence was in their non-native language, participants were slower and less accurate. The result of the study shows that bilinguals experience more cross-language latex activation in a neutral context compared to a latex-specific context.
The experiment provided some insights into how readers process words in the bilingual context. The first implication of the study findings reveals the current models of bilingual reading comprehension in the lexicon. With reference to the BIA+ model, the results suggest the importance of parallel processing in bilinguals. Furthermore, the activation flows non-selectively across an integrated lexicon. The processing coincidence of the co-activation of a word depends on the level of overlapping in the orthographic units. Simultaneously, bilingual reading comprehension involves a high degree of lexical competitive dynamics than monolingual reading. From the resonance effect and the feature restriction architecture, it shows how cognate nouns do not play a role in lexical access, but the local and global discourse context that the researchers designed in the experiment affect the word activation. A stronger research base is needed for future theorizing and educational practices. But all in all, it shows how activation of words is non-selective for bilinguals to access, and it also depends on the overlapping in the orthographic units.
Conclusion. Discord context plays a crucial role in bilingualism cross-language latex activation. When the preceding context is in their native language, bilinguals can effectively inhibit non-target languages and activate the target language. These findings have implications for language education, policy, and development of language models. Most importantly, bilinguals cross-language latex activation is influenced through Discord context. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.